All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Olivia Anderley, and I am one of the 5 team members, a part of the Michigan State Branding Engagement class, who worked on this Rocket Pro Insight campaign. We want to thank the Quicken team for this opportunity and just for being here tonight. We appreciate your time. We're very excited to show you all what we've come up with. So let's get started. First, I want everyone to get to know our team. As I just mentioned, my name is Olivia. I am a senior majoring in communication with a focus in interpersonal communication, and I am from Louisville, Kentucky. And then the photo on my right is Abby. Abby is also a senior majoring in communication. However, unfortunately, she's unable to be here tonight, but she is on our team too and was a huge part of the project.
My name is Riley Kilgore. I'm a senior majoring in communication with a concentration in interpersonal communication, and I'm from Vail, Colorado.
Hi, my name is Chloe Redeye, and I'm originally from Grosse Pointe, Michigan. I'm currently a senior, double majoring in psychology and communication with a minor in leadership of organization.
And I'm Brandon Weaver. I'm a senior majoring in communications with a minor in entrepreneurship, and I'm originally from Fenton, Michigan.
So now that we have all individually introduced ourselves, we think that it would be best to tell you why what we are about to talk about is actually important to further develop Rocket Pro Insight. The first thing that we will present to you is a logo conceptualized by our team. This is a crucial asset that Rocket Pro Insight does not yet have that will create differentiation from Rocket Professional. We will then transition to our group consensus regarding the necessary development of Rocket Pro Insight's social media presence. During this point in our presentation, we will give you realistic mock social media profiles as a means to inspire the creation of several Rocket Pro Insight profiles. These social media profiles during their startup period will need content. Luckily enough, the next portion of our presentation will consist both a publication and a graphic that are ready to be published. Lastly, we will present a conceptualized video advertisement promoting the use of Rocket Pro Insight. In this portion of our presentation, we will provide a summary of our vision paired with a budget estimate.
Thank you, Chloe. As we all know, one of the biggest problems with being a first-time homebuyer is how scary it may be to apply for a loan and not know where you are in the process. We aim to spread the word about Rocket Pro Insight created by Quicken Loans that will take the stress out of home buying. We know real estate agents want to work with a lender and use a product that they can rely on and are familiar with. So do the clients. That being said, the Rocket Pro Insight app aims to create a process so that real estate agents can work directly with lenders and clients and know it will be a seamless process. This program values transparency with the agent and their clients with a timeline in their loan process. Pro Insight also gives the ability for the realtor to monitor everything going on with the home up until closing. The last time we met with you, Quicken Loans mentioned they were at 7,000 signups as opposed to the original number of 4,000. Since the start of the pandemic, real estate agents have focused more on technology to get in front of their customers and do their business. Obviously, everybody has. As this is the world we are living in now, we believe this app will continue to grow in popularity with real estate agents looking to have a transparent window into the mortgage process. We would like to target real estate agents who have or have not worked with Quicken in the past, or could currently have clients in the process. These real estate agents can both be on the listing and on the buyer side of the transaction. The market will be extremely competitive and clients don't want to lose out on the house they find, which is why they need a lender that understands what is at stake and will help accomplish their goals. From the 2021 REA campaign project brief, we aim to close $8 billion in REA referrals, go from 4,000 to 6,000 Rocket Pro Insight accounts, which is now roughly 8,000, increase the number of real estate agent referrals to around 5 per Rocket Pro Insight users per year. Now I'll turn it over to Brandon with a little bit about our approach.
So with everything Riley just mentioned as the goals, we realized that we needed to start by reaching the real estate agents. So we focused on figuring out what they liked in the mortgage process, what they could see improved, then ultimately, have they worked with Quicken Loans before? What are they seeing with Quicken Loans? What do they like? What do they see that can be improved? And based on these meetings, we found the realtors sometimes struggle with knowing where their client is in the process and not being able to step in and help if there's any hiccups. And secondly, they noted that it's becoming a younger field. There's a growing generation of young realtors, and technology is becoming a bigger part of that. And with that, Rocket Pro Insight kind of solves a lot of those issues. But how do we gain awareness around this product and ultimately get it into the hands of the realtors and the homeowner? So with that, I'm going to pass it to Olivia to talk more about our marketing plan.
All right, so to offer a solution to the campaign goals, we came up with a lot of marketing assets. Those marketing assets include creating a logo, making a presence on social media by creating 2 new profiles on Instagram and Facebook, posting publications on those new Rocket Pro Insight social media pages, writing a video ad, and inventing a Rocket Pro Insight Club. So first, I'm going to start by explaining the logo. This is the logo we came up with. We wanted to create a logo that is recognizable with the Quicken Loans brand, but also one that stands out on its own. Inside a black outline house is the infamous magic O, which keeps it within the Quicken Loans brand, but by adding the word Insight underneath it, demonstrates that Rocket Pro Insight as its own is a different branch of the company. We wanted to keep the logo simple because Quicken Loans isms is simplicity is genius. This logo is recognizable to anyone who will see it that it belongs to Quicken Loans, a Rocket professional brand. So now Brandon is going to speak about our social media assets.
So the median age of a home buyer is 47 years old. So for our marketing plan, we want to attack those that are buying homes in order for Rocket Pro to really provide any value for the realtor. If the homeowner knows what this Insight platform is, then that's going to have a presence to where the Rocket Pro realtor wants to be a member, be certified. So that being said, 76% of individuals from 36 to 55 years old use Facebook, making this a huge platform for us to attack. So as you can see here, there's the new logo there in the background. It's just really simple and seamless, but there's a heartwarming message in that. And then off to the right, just a brief description of what Rocket Pro Insight is. And then 2 links there, one the bit.ly and then one that takes you to the website. And then here would be a example of our first publication. As you can see, it shows a little bit of the app, how you can filter through your clients. Here to make real estate smoother, a couple bullet points, managing all your clients in one place, having full visibility in your client's loan process in real time, and use Rocket Pro Insight's document upload tool to close the deal faster. And there's just a small touch there with including that O from Rocket as the bullet points. Then there's a clickable link at the bottom to sign up, or you can go right to the App Store with the buttons on the side. So this would be, So this just represents how those realtors and home buyers can interact, commenting, which ultimately will show this publication to those who they follow. And then they can also share it too, which again, we'll get into the feed of those who follow, just kind of growing that brand a little bit more. So with that, I'm going to pass it to Chloe to talk more about the setup of our Instagram page.
Yeah, so going along with the idea of social media, we decided to develop content for an Instagram page. Our initial step in this process was to look at the Instagram pages of other Quicken companies. Through this process, we were able to compile information regarding the look and feel of a Quicken social media presence. During this search, we also determined that there was no content on Instagram regarding Rocket Pro Insight. Well, actually, I stand corrected. There was a profile with the already claimed username of Rocket Pro Insight, but there was no content, no followers, or accounts followed for the page. It would be beneficial for there to be a Rocket Pro Insight Instagram page because it would allow for another outlet for advertising, especially since other Quicken profiles have such a large following. By promoting the Rocket Pro Insight page on these pages, Rocket Pro Insight would likely get more publicity, which would definitely lead to more signups for Rocket Pro Insight. After our creative content was developed, we made a mock Instagram page with the content to give you a better picture of what a Rocket Pro Insight Instagram page should look like. We utilized the creative content shared with us that had been previously put into the market surrounding Rocket Pro Insight. These 2 pieces of content are depicted as small squares, both above and below the large dark red square. We took these pieces of content and conceptualized a social media advertising campaign for both signing up for Rocket Pro Insight and downloading the app. This piece of content, just like the examples, has a simplistic design. By us moving the Rocket Pro Insight name from the bottom to the top, the topic of the advertisement has become more clear. In addition to this, the design of our social media post is more dynamic than the examples provided to us, which is more visually appealing on social media platforms like Instagram.
So the next asset within our marketing plan is the video advertisement. Our goal for the video advertisement is to display the speed and ease of the Rocket Pro Insight process in comparison to using any other mortgage lender. In the video treatment we wrote up, through a split screen, we will tell a story. On the right side of the screen, one family is working with a realtor using Rocket Pro Insight. And on the other side, the left side of the screen, a family is trying to use Slow & Loans as their mortgage lender. On the right, the family using Rocket Pro Insight has a fast and easy process. Quickly into the commercial, they'll complete the loan and closing process for their home, and they'll be shown moving boxes into their new house, while the Slow & Loans family side of the screen is simply chaotic. The family is arguing with the realtor and the lender, and the ambiance of the left side of the screen is overall dark and gloomy. Here is a picture that demonstrates the story of our video advertisement. As I mentioned, on the right side of the screen, you're going to have the family that went through the process through Rocket Pro Insight. Their side of the split screen is going to be bright and show all the excitement that comes with moving into a new home. Unpacking boxes, setting up their phone's answering machine, maybe even popping a bottle of champagne. And while they're doing all these fun activities, the family using Slow & Loans on the left side is going to be struggling. Papers will be flying and distressed, faces will be on everyone's faces. The commercial will end when the split screen comes together because the family using Slow & Loans finally accepts defeat and asks the family on the right side how they were able to have such a fun, easy, and simple process. They reveal that they and their realtor used Rocket Pro Insight. So by the end of this commercial, it will be evident to any and all viewers that going through Rocket Pro Insight is the easiest, fastest, and simply the best choice. So once we have this video made, where are we going to put it so we can get the most impressions? Our answer to that question is Hulu. We think that Hulu is a great option for the following reasons. First, Hulu has choice-based advertising, which means viewers can select the content of the ads. Just like someone looking to buy a new car could choose advertisements about that, people interested in buying a new home or real estate agents interested in the industry can select advertisements about that subject, which would lead them to the new Rocket Pro Insight commercial. Hulu says their ad selector is 150% more effective than regular TV ads when developing recall, and it is 24% better at creating an intent to purchase. The next benefit to Hulu is the interactive aspect of their ads. If you're watching Hulu on a computer or a phone, you can simply tap the screen and you can be taken to a website. However, if you're watching the commercial on your TV in your family's living room, you wouldn't have this option. The third Hulu feature that is beneficial to Rocket Pro Insight is their branded entertainment selector, which allows viewers to choose where they want their ads to be. So either at the beginning of the program they're about to watch or spread throughout the program they're going to watch. According to Hulu, this choice is 200% more effective at creating top of mind awareness. Lastly, the demographics we're looking at match up. The average Hulu watcher is around 30 years old, which is about the average age of a first-time homeowner and also the crowd on Facebook we mentioned targeting in our social media assets. So now that we have all this evidence of why Hulu would be a great outlet to push the new commercial through, Riley will explain the budget behind having a video advertisement on Hulu.
Our estimated budget for a 30-second ad on Hulu, based on research, we found the cost per 1,000 viewers, or CPM, is around $30. Since our campaign goal is to reach 60,000 Rocket Pro Insight accounts, and we need to target and the current number is approximately 8,000, which is a pretty lowball estimate, we would need to target a minimum of 4 times the sign-up goal. This number would be approximately 240,000 viewers. Based on the average cost of a 30-second ad per 1,000 viewers, we believe that cost would be around $7,200. We understand that 240,000 viewers may be a little too small of a pool, so using the same math, we can see the cost to reach 500,000 viewers would be $15,000. In turn, the cost to reach 1 million viewers would be somewhere near $30,000, and so on. The reason we are reaching for such high numbers of viewers is that not everyone is looking to buy a house or apply for a loan, but a small percentage of them might be. For the Rocket Pro Insight Club idea we came up with, a certified realtor may earn a badge or logo seen on the left side of the screen. This is our take on what the certified badge would look like next to the agent's name. This will mark an elite group of agents who are certified through Quicken Loans, and this aims to give realtors a platform to compete and stand out on because, as we all know, real estate agents are very competitive by nature. We believe this club will give incentive for real estate agents to earn the badge and become a part of the elite crowd. Ultimately, this adds more signups for the agents in an attempt to reach the $60,000 signup goal. We also have an idea for a leaderboard that would show statistics like how many homes the agent has closed on, how many clients are happy with their performance, how quick and seamless the process was, and so on. We learned from real estate agents that having the badge would be a nice touch if the client can see that they are part of an elite club.
So throughout this presentation, we provided you with several pieces of creative content and several ideas regarding how to increase the number of Rocket Pro Insight accounts. First, we provided you with a logo designed to match your simplistic marketing design, where we explained the importance of differentiation. Our house design, which encompasses the magic O, is simplistic and recognizable, yet holds a big enough differentiation to create an identity for Rocket Pro Insight. Then, we gave you our consensus regarding the necessary development of a social media presence. This advice was also coupled with mock profiles for Rocket Pro Insight to give you a better picture of what these profiles would look like. We showed you a publication and a graphic. Both are ready to be posted on your soon-to-be developed social media profiles. Lastly, we showed you our idea for an effective commercial along with a plan regarding where and how to run this advertisement. We hope that you all enjoyed the information that we presented to you today, and we greatly appreciated the opportunity to work with you on this project. I speak for everyone when I say we learned a lot during this experience, and we are very excited to see how you all feel about our work.